Special populations. Client with high blood pressure. Understanding of the condition. Blood pressure is blood against the inner walls of the arteries as it's pumped around the body by the heart. High blood pressure is also known as hypertension, which can lead to critical heart problems, such as a heart attack, stroke, and heart failure. To find out if you have high blood pressure, you'll be able to check this out by a health professional. Contradictions to exercise. I would monitor their breathing so they don't hold their breath. Wouldn't perform exercises that make them go over their head. This raises their blood pressure as the heart is working harder to pump blood up. I would monitor their intensity as this is important so they don't go fast, as it will raise their blood pressure because the heart will be working much harder. The modifications, I would incorporate stretching as it is good before and after exercises for anything. This is to prevent any injury and increase range of motion and flexibility. Also, I would do aerobic exercises for them, such as walking and on the bike, stationary or outdoors. These exercises only work one body part, which is your legs. Exercise that work both arms and legs increase blood pressure more than light exercises. This should be avoided or attempted conservatively. For those two exercises that are stated, walking and using the bike, I would start off at a slow pace for the first couple of sessions and slowly increase each week until the tolerance of the client. So it wouldn't be overly too fast. And also I would ask them to wear a heart rate monitor so I can monitor their heart rate, see where it's at, so I can see if it's rising. And I'll tell them to tell me to stop when they're feeling any pain or short of breath, which is very important. Lower back pain, understanding the condition. Lower back pain is a common musculoskeletal symptom that can be either acute or chronic. It can be caused by different diseases and disorders that affect the lumbar spine. Contradiction exercise. I would watch what weight I give them, so I wouldn't go overly heavy or not too heavy, mainly lighter weights, and make sure they have good technique and form throughout the exercise and workout. So watch how if they're slouching on certain exercises or putting pressure on there. I'll watch for that. I would modify the exercises so they aren't putting too much pressure or any pressure on the injury. Example of this would be burpees. I would tell them to do them on a bench instead of all the way down. So just put your hands on the bench and then jump up so they don't go too low and have that pressure applied to the back. Make sure they keep their core locked when doing the exercises. It's just good because it keeps everything all in position and can strengthen your lower back. Modifications would be the burpees, any weight, mainly body weight, like body weight squats. You wouldn't put any weight on their back as it would be way too much pressure on the lower. So it'd be body weight squats, lunges, anything, mainly lighter weights or body weight, so there's no pressure on that lower back to aggravate it or make it a whole lot worse. And I chose shoulder injury for this. The understanding of the injury. A shoulder injury is damage to a structure within the shoulder. It may be muscles, tendons, bone or ligaments. Most causes falls, sport injuries, on-the-job injuries, and probably car accidents. Symptoms for these types of injuries are pain, swelling, bruising, tender, stiffness, numbness, contradictions of exercises. It all depends on the nature of injury, I reckon. If it's a muscle tear, the client wouldn't be able to lift any weights for a certain amount of weeks. Probably have to get physio, and physio will probably look at it, let it rest, repair, and then once they're ready, the task would be to strengthen the shoulder back to normal strength. But you could, during that time, they could work on their legs or the opposite arm that's not injured. So there's just not working that injured arm or shoulder. I wouldn't perform exercises that pinches the shoulder too much, as it might aggravate that injury even more. Could make it a whole lot worse than it is. Modifying it, I would use exercises that didn't put too much pressure to pinch on the shoulder. So some people probably go have a shoulder injury playing footy or something, and use heavy weights on dumbbell shoulder press, and probably feel that twinging, pinching in their shoulder. It'd probably just aggravate it even more, most likely. I wouldn't be performing a shoulder press, because I believe that it might put too much pressure on the shoulder muscle itself if it's injured. If so, it'd have to be really light, and then slowly, gradually build up, but slowly. And I would start on rotator cuff exercises, as I believe that not many people do these. I reckon these are important. I tore my rotator cuff in footy a few years back, and I had to get physio. I couldn't go to gym, and the physio said I had a weak rotator cuff, so I would do these most sessions before and after. So it's just the side or the up, and just perform there, and it's only light but slowly, gradually build up. And the other exercises I would do is upright rows, but only go to chest height, and probably a wider grip instead of a lower grip, because if you go too high, you're putting all that pressure back on your shoulders, where there's only chest, there's only a slight pressure. And and as I stated before, you probably only do legs in the opposite arm if you have a shoulder injury, because if you don't want to lose any other strength in your other muscle groups, it's probably best to work on the legs in the opposite arm, so that's not getting a full workout while it's injured. And yeah.